Have you ever dreamed of expanding your flock? Maybe you're eyeing those stunning Morans or the luxurious Barnevelders, but what if your coop's too small? Or your current rooster is...
Are you serious?
Shall we say, territorial?
Knock it off, you two.
Well, today we're tackling the challenge of keeping two free-ranging chicken flocks in harmony.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the chickens of our lives.
Now, you might have seen some of my past videos where I documented our journey with our rooster Tay. Let's just say his introduction wasn't exactly smooth sailing. There has definitely been a few tense moments.
This is my current situation. Don't even ask me how I got here. Calm down. You calm down, buddy.
Some minor scuffles.
You can just about bet, because it's a nice day, we're gonna have a rooster fight. Come on, you guys.
But careful observation and a bit of patience.
You're not starting fights again. Knock it off. We're done.
We've managed to establish a peaceful coexistence.
Knock it off. We're done. We're done now. We're done. We're done. Go home. Go home. Go home.
Well, for the most part, anyway.
Go home, Tay.
My broom is a tool that I use to divide roosters. It's apparently not a popular method, but many people who criticize these methods have little to no experience with the reality of raising multiple roosters successfully, or with raising a rooster like my Enoch. He's a special spicy little guy. We suspect that he has Rhode Island Red genes, and that breed tends to be more dominant and strong-willed.
Are you okay? Are you gonna try to hurt me?
If you've been watching this channel for a while, you might remember Enoch's son Eli. He was a handful. Well, Eli got his attitude from his dad. So as I was saying, the broom doesn't ever touch the boys unless I have to gently move them away from each other for their own safety. The broom is not a disciplinary tool and should never be used to harm your animals. It's important to note that when dealing with spunky birds, make sure you have thick clothes on and you are fully protected. Rooster spurs are no joke. The soft, flexible brush on the end of my broom makes a good safe area for contact if or when needed. It will also create wind flow when waved around over their heads, which is intimidating and shows them that I mean business. Although I don't ever hit a bird or inflict harm, but if I don't have a way to separate them, they will potentially hurt each other. So it's necessary. I also yell commands, and yes, they actually do understand me.
You go home. I mean it, Tay.
They are so much more intelligent than you might think. They know that when they see the broom, I'm not going to tolerate their antics. I'm super serious. They don't like the big shovel much either, but that has nothing to do with me. They just think it looks scary and don't like the sound that it makes when scraping across hard snow and ice. Roosters are sensitive to sounds, large objects, and intimidating movements. So if I leave the shovel out, it's like the cat seeing the vacuum. It seems to make Enoch want to avoid the area and remind him to be more of a gentleman. I feel like there's a major gap on the internet about rooster aggression because it's so taboo to talk about, but without talking about it, how are people supposed to learn to avoid it? How are people supposed to learn to handle their roosters safely and keep them from hurting each other?
I get it. I know. He's such a butthead. I know. Just go home. Nice days. They all want to fight.
Sunny days seem to bring out the hostility. It's been challenging to say the least.
I'm going to stick you in rooster jail. Do you want to go to rooster jail?
He does not like to be away from his hens.
You're going to go to rooster jail, buddy. Is that what you want?
Our head rooster Enoch really likes to start fights.
You're such a good little rooster, Noah.
A quick disclaimer that this is far from a how-to guide on how to integrate two flocks, but more of a observation of chicken behavior, but not normal chickens. My two dramatic flocks of chickens. If I didn't know better, I'd say that they are like preteen girls dressed up in miniature bird costumes, especially my rooster Enoch. But stick around and you'll see exactly what I mean.
I know, it's been a really long time since you attacked my pup.
To make this work, we implemented a staggered schedule initially. We let Tay's flock out only after our original flock had settled down for the night.
These are the night owls, aren't you?
We started out by only letting the second flock in the yard at the end of the day when the original flock was hovering around their coop at roosting time. Noah has always been non-confrontational.
So do you guys have like an understanding?
He's not really interested in fighting Tay, although I think Noah might feel a little left out. That's why I'm gonna get him some pullets of his own this year. Hopefully Morans and Barnevelders.
It's just Noah and Asa, and then Tay and the girls out right now because Noah was being a brat and Asa was too, and they wouldn't go to bed. So I just left them out. So far, we're not hurting each other. Are you ready to go to bed, Noah? Mary's out too. Mary, you're such a brat. I know, she's a brat. All right, well, go to bed then. Take your girls to bed. Are we gonna pick fights or are we gonna go to bed?
It was pretty obvious they had an understanding. A little gentleman's agreement.
I'm gonna put your girls to bed. You can figure it out. All right, girls, you want in? Are they being mean to you, Asa, and they won't let you in? They're super mean to Asa. Go ahead. Go in. All right, Noah, all your girls are in. You going in? Come on. Get in there. Good boy. Thank you, Noah. Well, I know now that Tay and Noah don't want to fight. So that's good. You're a good boy, Tay. Yep, you're a good boy. Let me bring it to the coop. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the coop. Oh my gosh, that is stinking cute. That is so cute. I can't even stand it. You are adorable. You are so adorable. Are you watching over Esther? Hi, Esther. I'm sorry. I don't know why you guys want to use that little tiny nesting box the best, but they really like the little tiny one. Look at what we're getting away with. We got Tay's group out. And those ones haven't gone to bed yet. That is Enocher.
As the days grew shorter, though, we had to adjust.
Enocher's out. And so is Tay.
Tay's flock needed more grazing time.
see how this works.
So we started letting them out a couple of hours before sunset.
So far, Enoch is staying with his girls.
But close supervision was key.
They always do the opposite of what I think they're going to
Our
do.
resident alpha rooster, Enoch, can be a bit of a troublemaker.
I would really, really like it if we could have all the chickens in the yard at the same time, because I just love these chickens over here. That's my tater pie, and I like hanging out with Tay.
I find it kind of interesting to experiment with the different
Enoch's going to bed.
behaviors and personalities of my chickens.
Awesome. We just got away with something I never thought we'd get away with.
Enoch seemed to be trying to woo Tay's girls, but they weren't really having any of it.
Come on, you two. I thought we were going to be okay with this.
I usually shut these fights down like right away,
Come on. Knock it off.
but this one I let go on for a little bit longer.
I'm going to come in with the broom. Knock it off.
They were just gonna keep fighting if they didn't work it out somehow.
I need to see who started it. Who started it?
I'm not really sure that really worked all that well, because I think Enoch got a little rough, and
You heard him and you're going into Rooster jail, Enoch. I'm telling you.
I think that just made Tay all that much more mad.
Oh no, Enoch, this one doesn't back down. Maybe you should go to your own corner. Yeah. Maybe you should go to your own corner. Leave him alone. Knock it off. Okay, go to your own coop. Come on. He's pretty proud of himself. Come on. Go back to your own coop. Come on, buddy.
Thank goodness. They did
I
minimal damage to each other and mostly
big
just
man.
tired each other out.
You take care of your ladies.
This comes with the territory of having multiple roosters, and it's why they've had a lot of supervision over the last few months. Tay was hatched from a Dorothy egg. She's our silver-laced Wyandotte hen. That egg was most likely fertilized by Enoch. So that would make Enoch Tay's dad. I guess his daddy could be Noah, and I'd rather it be.
Knock it off.
The chances of that are pretty slim.
I don't know who started that, but you definitely didn't finish it.
Considering how often
'Kay.
Enoch allows Noah on Dorothy.
Don't do it again.
But we won't ever know for sure unless we hatch eggs from Tay's coop and end up with an olive egger.
How are you doing after that fight with Enoch?
Because that would only be possible if Tay carries
A little bit of blood.
the blue egg gene that Enoch carries. Noah doesn't have that.
You doing all right? Did you win?
Because Noah and Enoch do not share the same father that passed it to Enoch. Do you kind of feel like this is a soap opera? Because I do. Anyways, so we probably won't know that for a really long time, or we may never, because I'm not thinking about hatching any eggs anytime soon, because hatching eggs means more roosters. And I already have 3. I am all roostered out. Roosters would mean having to build another rooster coop. I'm so over building coops right now. We've built a lot of coops in the last couple years. Let's just stick to 2 flocks.
We're out here because Noah doesn't want to go to bed and none of these hens want to go to bed either. So Enoch came out here and he's trying to lay down the law. I want to make sure there's no fight over it. I don't really know why no one wants to go to bed, because it's nice and cozy warm in there and it's stupid cold out here. just gonna stand here all night until it gets dark? What's going on? Are they scared of Tay? Because Tay's out with his girls, and I don't know. Him and Enoch got in a fight yesterday, and Tay thought he won because I broke it up. I don't know what's going on. I never know what's going on. It's like, for whatever reason, they've been in the garden. They told Enoch, and now Enoch wants to be there too. I have no idea what they are doing. Okay, so they're going to bed now. I just noticed that Tay and the other girls are in the front yard now. And that leads me to believe that it was a Tay thing. Yeah, Tay and the girls were in the front yard, and then the rest of the chickens finally left. And now they're all to bed. So I'm pretty sure it was Tay being out that had them all stuck in the garden. All right, night everybody. I'll see you in the morning. Tay just wants you all to go to bed. He's cold. Tay got stuck with all the ladies who want to brave the cold. Time for bed, Nancy. He's known to be a jerk.
So Enoch continues to try to woo Tay's girls. And I don't think Tay's gonna like that very much.
He thinks that dinner means he gets to do something else. Where are you going, Enoch? Where you going, Enoch? Seems like you want to start trouble today. I don't like it. They're gonna fight, I know it. They're totally gonna fight, little jerks.
But they didn't fight. Enoch tiptoed away.
Finally have an egg from Miss Naomi for the day, and she started an egg song, and Enoch can't resist. He wants to go over there and do a thing, and I told him it's not for you. So he stopped and he jumped on the chair.
Since when did Enoch ever start to listen to me?
Good boy, go back to your girls. Go back to your own girls. Enoch, go to the garden, Bubba. Garden. Enocher, you go take care of your girls. Having 3 roosters in the yard, not all on the same flock, is absolutely fascinating. You have Tay right here. He's ready to defend his girls. Enoch, you have your own girls. Go to the garden. Enoch, go to the garden. We don't want any trouble. Good boy, go to the garden. You're being a good boy. Go to the garden. I know, I'm so proud of you for being a good boy. Now go to the garden, you watch your girls. Okay? I don't want no trouble, buddy. No trouble. They don't want no trouble either. I said go to the garden. Go to the garden.
And then he just needed an extra push to the garden.
Good boy. I'm proud of you. Crisis averted for now. Nancy and Naomi are fighting. What is going on? Well, Naomi just wants to fight everybody. I think the Brahmas are like taking over. What's going on, Priscilla? Yeah? This is like so much drama in your coop?
She's the nicest little Wyandotte.
You just like stay out of it, don't you? Now we have these two fighting. Are you serious? Come on now. Enoch, go to the garden. Okay. Go home.
Notice that Tay doesn't want to start the fight. He just wants to defend.
Everybody go home. Go home, Tay. Enoch went home.
Ah, look, he's actually listening to me.
He actually has been listening to me for a change.
We've noticed.
He doesn't usually listen to me, but for some reason he's listening to me.
Hi, Libby. You look like you want to poop. They get like a certain little face. It's like an expression. It's a poop expression.
A poop face.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, it really happens.
Hi, Libby. You're being boring. What? Nobody wants to just watch you stand there. She's an anxiety chicken.
When they get awfully close to the road.
It was really helpful when one flock would stay in the front yard and the other in the back. And Tay and the girls would stay in the front yard toward the end of the night. I was really worried seeing them that close to the road, but then I noticed that Tay noticed they were that close to the road too, and he called them all back. I really don't have a whole lot to worry about with him, because he's a good little rooster. He really does care about his girls.
You go. Somebody was trying to start fights. You don't go there. You go to your own house. Go home.
I found Enoch in the front yard trying to start a fight with Tay.
Go. Enoch, why do you gotta be so defiant?
I told you he's a brat and a troublemaker.
Enoch is having a fit in the backyard. He wanted to start a fight with Tay. I didn't let him.
It reminds me of like my sister and I when we were like little kids. I guess that's why I think preteen girls in bird costumes.
You're looking awful guilty there, sir. Why are you trying to start fights? Just go to bed. It's time for bed. Alright, Uriel. Time for you to go too. Come on. What are you guys doing?
You guys, knock it off.
It was Enoch totally started this. Come on. Go home, Enoch. You go home, Kate. Get back in your coop.
It's like we have the old coop, the geriatric flock. I don't know. And then we have the young college kids who like to stay out late and party.
Yeah!
Okay, now I'm gonna date myself because there's a Beastie Boys song going through my head now.
What you doing, Nia? What? You're so cute. You're the cutest one. Time for bed. Hi, Rosie. How are you doing? You're so cute. Hi, Knocker. All right. Enoch's just been hanging out right there in the middle of the yard, like looking around. And Tay took the girls, or his girls, in the front yard. But Enoch's just kind of hanging out right there, keeps looking over at his coop. Looking over at Tay's coop. Now I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, he's really standing on top of the table doing that. I think I'm gonna have to get the broom back out because he just called Tay back out here. Alright, where's my broom? I need you guys to get along. I really do. I need you to get along. Knock it off. You're being obnoxious. Hi, Nia. I guess we're gonna have to leave the broom out in the middle of the yard so we remind Enoch that he can't fight. Huh. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, well, we have the shovel and the broom because they've tried to fight a couple times. Well, I shouldn't say they. I should say Enoch has tried to pick fights a couple times. The snow helps because it keeps them separated for the most part.
Okay, there's another song coming in my head. Gotta keep them separated.
So annoying. I wish they would just get along.
Enoch doesn't like to share. He has always treated his brother Noah as a second-class member of his flock. So I'm sure he hasn't been happy about sharing territory with Tay and his new young beautiful hens. Tay doesn't usually start the fights, but on this most recent occasion, I think Tay has been so over Enoch's attitude and looking for a reason to clean his clock, mow him down, send him to the soup kitchen and put his waddles on the chopping block.
So Tay and Enoch are over there fighting because there was girls under the deck and Tay wanted his girls under the deck and he chased Uriel home and he got way too close to Enoch, so Enoch came at him. So it was pretty much Tay this time, which is unusual, but now they're fighting.
Most days we do really good and minimal supervision is needed. The snow really has been helping with that. The chickens stick to the paths. It makes it rather easy to control where they go.
They thought they wanted outside, but they really didn't. They just wanted to walk the paths for a minute and now they want to go back.
It might become a little more challenging as the weather gets warmer and nicer, because that's usually the time when roosters get spunky, especially Enoch. So this story will have to be continued in the coming months. Tay's girls tend to be a bit of bullies, so I suppose Enoch thinks that he's doing his job by protecting his girls.
We're having an altercation.
So it hasn't exactly been smooth sailing, but we are managing so far. I keep wondering about how other people do this multiple mixed flock free-ranging chickens thing. Is it just me that seems to have such dramatic chickens? As always, thanks for watching. If you're interested in the backstory of our dramatic preteen girl, Roosters, I recommend the Roosters of Our Lives playlist. Hope to see you in the comments, and God bless.